All right, so I just finished Killmonger #1, and I probably wouldn't have had any interest in this book if it wasn't for the writer. So, of course, we got Brian Hill on here. Probably one of the classier dudes in comics right now. He will pretty much talk to anybody. If you give him criticism, he doesn't screech and act like a baby like a lot of other people do in the industry. So I like that he takes everything with stride. He treats everybody pretty good. And he generally writes pretty good stuff as well. He does research. He's even taking, you know, some things that people in CG would normally make a big fuss about. And he's actually managed to take that kind of stuff and make it entertaining. And I think it really shows the talent level that he has. Like the ability to take social commentary, some political stuff, and make it work. It really shows the difference in someone who's actually talented at what they're doing in the industry and someone that's not. Because you can take like an X-Men book and they just literally beat you over the head with a lot of that stuff. A lot of the social commentary, they just beat you over the head with it. But when he does it, it just works. And I'm willing to give him a chance because he treats you pretty respectfully, which, you know, I don't think is a hard... I don't think that should be such a hard thing for people to do when they want you to buy their stuff. But generally, he's pretty, he's always shilling his books and talking about how he likes writing and the stuff he does. So I'm willing to look at his stuff. And if I find people I like, I will usually follow them around. Like, you know, Al Ewing doesn't really, he's kind of a jerk, but I like his writing. I would be more inclined to check out some of his stuff. Same with Zdarsky. The difference between Hill and those two guys, though, is Hill doesn't block you and tell you you're a piece of crap. So I'm more willing to follow him around more than them, to be honest. So this is a story about Killmonger, and it doesn't. It's weird because it doesn't feel like a normal Marvel book, and it's hard to explain. This is really like kind of a revenge story. Villain, which I like. I like when they take villains and give them books, particularly when they can do them good. And this is like showing you how angry he is and, you know, how he wants to get some revenge. And they show him going after Claw. And it works. The art's really good. You get some backstory with him. You see him here, like trying to, this is him explaining his history with Black Panther. But you get the stuff with him at MIT, and you learn about him getting his graduate degree and stuff, which was pretty interesting. And you learn about him as a kid growing up in the city, and then you go to him like trying to pull off a job. And this is where it turns into kind of where the story's going to go. So he's getting ready to do an assassination. He gets foiled by this woman. I don't know who she is or if she's been around. It says later in the book that she fought with Spider-Man. I don't know anything about that. But it looks like she's going to kind of be playing with him. And they show her as a pretty like talented fighter. She gets the drop on him. And like I said, they imply that she went toe-to-toe with Spider-Man in a fight. So I don't know who she is. So if someone can fill me in on the comments, you know, let me know. But it was a pretty cool scene. They show him meeting up with Wilson Fisk, who's interested in his services. And it pretty much goes from there. You just get a lot of good character development of him, like in his rage and how angry he is and, you know, what he wants. Like, and you really see it here. And this guy who's working with Fisk wants him on the team. He sends somebody to kill him, and it fails. He takes him out, and the dude's like, you know, I would have been interviewing the other guy, but you survived the fight. And that's pretty much all I want to show. The rest of the book is just him, like, it's a lot of back and forth with him and his crew that he's going to be working with. I don't know where they're going to go with this book, but it was generally pretty interesting. I'll probably check out the next one and see what happens. Like, I've never been a big Black Panther fan, other than when he's on teams. So I don't know too much about Killmonger other than the movie of Black Panther, to be honest. And then I know he's a Black Panther villain. But if... you know, if this is a good revenge story with a villain doing villainous things, which it seems like it's going to do, I could be interested in checking this out. I give it a 3 because it's just a setup book, but it was entertaining. I did like it. I've liked just about everything he's written now so far. I've read his Detective Comics. I liked American Carnage. This was good. The only thing that was kind of weak, I thought, was his X-Men What If. I think that's the weakest thing he's written so far. But that was more, it wasn't the concept of what he was doing. It was more so it just had too much packed into one book. I think if he could have expanded that out to a couple of issues, it would have been really good. But, you know, I know he's new to comics, so a one-shots, you got to think, like, are hard to write because you're doing, like, what, 20-something pages, you have to tell a whole story. You know, let's see how he writes a one-shot in a year or so after having some experience, a little bit more experience, because I know he's done a lot of, like, Hollywood stuff, so I know he's new to comics, but so far he's doing a really good job. So he's been working his way up for a long time, and now he's, like, getting some big play. So far, so good. I did like this. I'll probably check the next one out. I like a good villain story, like Superior Spider-Man. Who is it? Magneto had a really good book for a while. It just depends on how you do it. And I think if they're done right, they're usually solid books. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's a recommend. Check it out. Check out the notification bell too. Make sweet love to that notification bell. Share the video. Check out my Stream Me. Check out my Patreon. Subscribe. All that good stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.